Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. This is just a very quick video as I wanted to share some news that was currently breaking this afternoon. Of course, we've got Espanyol at St James's Park tonight, so we'll all be heading out there very, very shortly. So this is very, very quick fire in terms of the news. Now, I wanted to share screen this facility for you. And of course, the first one being David Ornstein has announced that Newcastle are considering the move for Samu Agahawa from Porto, the 21-year-old, high among a small number of options to bolster the attack. No formal approach or guarantee it happens, but Spain international liked by Newcastle. Obviously, there's a few of your fan favourites. I've seen this in the comment the last 24 hours or so. So it's highly well thought of. That's not the breaking news I did want to cover, but it's quite exciting that we are linked to him. But this has a knock-on effect with Brentford. Touched upon it last night. But Grey Cope has gone on to say, I'm told that Dango Otwara's personal terms with Brentford will not be a problem. Now, club-to-club negotiations with Bournemouth over price and package. In turn, this could unlock Yoane Wissa and Newcastle, which leaves me nicely on to Keith Downey. Just very recently has said that Newcastle are ready to finalise with Brentford for forward Yoane Wissa and are hoping a deal can be struck quickly. Understand the fee under discussion is around the £35 million mark. Vissa's representatives are travelling to the UK today in hope of thrashing out a deal. Newcastle have had one bid of 25 million rejected last month. Vissa has made it clear he wants to leave and join Newcastle and is ready to travel as soon as he's given the green light. Meanwhile, Brentford are looking to sign Bournemouth's Dango Atwara, which is what Craig Hope has just literally just said. So that is the breaking news from this afternoon, because it's well known that Vissa fancies the move to Newcastle and Newcastle would like to bring him in. He's turning 29 effectively next month. So realistically, we don't have too much of a sell on value, but I think it's getting to the stage now where we've got to get forwards for the line. Aston Villa's next weekend. And if we didn't sign anybody, it's going to be Anthony Gordon up top with Asula on the bench, I think, with Bond on the left, and you can pick whoever goes on the right between Murphy and Alanga. If we can get Visser in, he can play anyway across the front three, which is fantastic. I don't think he's the replacement for Isak, but I think he's a fantastic option as a number two. I still feel like Newcastle need to go out and go and get a centre forward. Of course, we know that Alexander Isak will not be involved in anything in the Stella Cup this weekend. So even if he is free from his injury, he's not match fit. So you'll not play against Aston Villa. And of course, then we'll play Liverpool's second game of the season, which will be interesting. If Liverpool do agree, Faye, I would imagine that both clubs will agree that he doesn't play that game, because you're just asking for trouble from both sides. Whether you get snapped by one of our boys, he'll get booed. It just makes sense if Isak does make that move that he's not involved in that game. So Agahawa, of course, well highly thought of. That's the first one. Newcastle are looking at him, but looks like Vissa has legs to it. So Newcastle are desperate to get bodies for the line now in terms of forward lines. I think Vissa ticks the box. Brentford, on the other hand, looks like they've got their replacement, so the wheels are in motion for that. And it's watch this space. Newcastle have had the mockery taken out of us. The fans have on social media, all the sofa fan TV lot, as I call them now, who didn't go to games, are all giving us stick. And so, yeah, it'd be nice to get one over the line. Not every single club can sign our players, so hopefully that will get Vissa over the line, because Spurs were originally linked to him. But look, I think Vissa would make sense. It's a small fee in today's market, really 35 million for a lad who's got 1 year left on his deal and a possible extension that Brentford could do. But I don't think that's going to be exercised, because Vissa's making it quite well known. And it's better the devil you know, because Isak looks like he's not in the same boat as Vissa. He hasn't gone all that way where he's refusing. I think it's the decision with Isak's been made where he has to train separately. I think that's come from Eddie Howe, whereas Vissa's turned around saying, well, I don't really want to be part of this. I don't want to train the squad. Obviously, he's just come back in, so it's similar-ish to what we have with Isak, but obviously the Isak is one of the world's best, whereas Vissa isn't. But that does not mean that Vissa can't do a job for her, because I really think he can as a squad player. But hopefully that develops. No doubt about where Eddie Howe will be asked about it, the NEAT, and over the weekend as well. But watch this space with Yoane Wissa, and hopefully after the weekend he's a Newcastle United player, because Keith Downey says that his reps are in the UK today. But that's the update for you. Short, brief, sweet. I'm heading off to the game. Lots of content coming up on Newcastle Fans TV. We'll see you soon. Drop us a like. That'll be lovely. Take care. Bye.